Question 2. What is 0.002073 expressed in standard form with two significant figures? So I'm going to show you two different ways of doing this. Standard form just means scientific notation. So that's times, sort of this number times 10 to the power of something. Let's do it without a calculator first. What we need to do is just move the decimal point a certain number of places, actually move it enough places so that it's in front of the first non-zero number. So that's in front of the 2 here. So what we're going to do is just going to write the number first. So it's good to learn some of these non-calculator strategies. Okay, so we're going to move it 1, 2, 3. So 3 places. And so we're going to write the number with the decimal point now that's been moved, which is now going to be 2.073. Okay, we move the decimal point there. Multiplied by 10. Now, because we're making a very small number or a small number into a bigger number, okay, 0.002 is much smaller than 2.073, we need to put a minus sign in front. And the number that you put behind the minus sign corresponds to the number of places you've moved the decimal point. So 1, 2, 3, done. Okay. Now, we haven't quite answered the question. We still need two significant figures. So now we need to round our answer or our number in scientific notation. Two significant figures means starting from the first non-zero digit, which obviously here is the 2. So it's going to be 2.0 or 2.1. So what I like to do is I just like to underline the numbers that I want, the significant numbers, which means they're the important numbers. Okay, so that's going to be 2 point. Now, the 0 either stays as a 0 or becomes a 1 depending on the number behind it. So the number behind is a 7, which means that the 0 must become a 1. We then ignore the 7 and the 3. We don't need to worry about those. Times 10 to the power of -3. So that's going to be option D. Okay, so 2.1 times 10 to the -3. Now, how could we do this using a calculator? Your calculator can do sort of work in scientific notation and also round to a certain number of significant figures as well. So what we'll do, I'll just move the number there, make sure that number's visible. First of all, mode, actually it's shift setup, and well, it's actually the mode key, but we've got to press shift first. Number 7, or at least on this calculator, it's number 7, SCI, so that means scientific notation. So push that. Now, the next question that it asks you is how many significant figures, that you would like, and then we want 2 significant figures. So press 2. Now type in the number 0.002073, and there's your answer, 2.1 times 10 to the -3. So very nice. The one thing that you need to remember to do is to take it back out of that mode. There's 2 ways of doing that. Probably the fail-safe way of doing that is do a factory reset on the calculator. So shift, number 9, clear, all, reset all. So just basically follow the prompts, equals, and we're back out of that SCI mode.